Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome to the February 17th, 2021 AEW Dynamite review. And man, what a show. It was a good show, guys. But before we get started, I need to say something because I found this out like an hour ago, but NXT's Kyle O'Reilly, Kyle from Undisputed Era, and that he suffered a seizure. He's a diabetic, and I think a diabetic shock, or I think that's what it's called. He's hurt in some way, I think, and so apparently he suffered a seizure. There's video, there's pictures of it. Everyone's talking about it on social media. He's hurt in some way, and I don't think that this is like kayfabe. I don't think this is fake. I think this is real shit. And so I just want to extend my condolences, and I hope that Kyle O'Reilly is okay. You guys know me and shit like that. Like, this is bigger than professional wrestling. This is bigger than wrestling. Like, this is real shit. And I just want to wish Kyle the best. I hope he's okay. I think I seen another text, another tweet where someone said that he woke up from a coma, or he woke up from the seizure or some shit, and I hope that's true. This is bigger than wrestling, and I hope it's real. Please don't make fun of him or say some shit. Like, just no jokes, no none of that. Just wish Kyle O'Reilly well, guys. That's all I want to see. Okay? With that said, we had AEW Dynamite on tonight, guys. And man, what a show. I think what you guys really want to hear, LAX, Pride and Powerful, Santana Ortiz, they did not win the AEW tag team championships, guys. I thought they would win it. It would make more sense with the match at Revolution, but it's not happening, it looks like. So LAX versus Young Bucks. LAX, they came out to the Inner Circle theme song, which sucked because I like the Pride and Powerful theme song, but Proud and Powerful, fuck it, whatever. I hate that name. I like LAX, but they can't use it. So they came out to that with the Inner Circle, so obviously it made sense they use the Inner Circle music. This was a fantastic match. Great match. People said that the ending was underwhelming, but to me, I mean, like, honestly, the match result was underwhelming, but it is what it is. Like, I was fine out of the way, to be honest, but I was rooting for LAX. They had a great match. Inner Circle got kicked out. No interference or none of that. But Young Bucks parents were on ringside. They were in the crowd, but they won via Nick Jackson got a cradle pin on Santana, and they won the titles. Post match, Inner Circle returned and they beat the shit out of Young Bucks. Brandon Cutler comes in, and you're gonna see why, like, what happens. But Young Bucks, they're getting beat down by them, and then like. Kenny Omega's like, yo, we gotta do something, this and that, and so Good Brothers helped them out and shit like that. So yeah, that was that. Man, I don't know, man. Like, that, to me, like, it was a great match. LAX probably should have won, but I guess we'll see where they go with this storyline. Young Bucks versus MJF and Chris Jericho at Revolution. Then you had the show started off with Hangman Page and Matt Hardy versus TH2 and Helly Cohen and Jack Evans. Obviously, Matt Hardy and Adam Page win. Adam Page did the work and Matt Hardy picked up the slack or some shit like fucking that. And then after the match, Matt Hardy's like, yo, we're gonna make mad money. You signed the contract, and I get 30% of your shit. Hangman Page is like, yo, I swindled you, bro. Like, you gotta read the contract. They get the Jacksonville Jaguars mascot to deliver the contract, And the contract said that Hangman Page versus Matt Hardy at Revolution, and if Hangman Page wins, he gets all the first quarter of Hangman Page's Matt Hardy's earnings. And then Matt Hardy's like, wow, whoa, you know what? If you're an honest man, like I know you are, you'll do the same thing, vice versa. You know what I mean? So he's like, oh, you're corny, blah blah blah. And then in the mascot was, I think it was Isaiah Cassidy. He attacks Hangman Page. They come out, attack Hangman Page, and then with Dark Order they make the save, and then that's pretty it. That's pretty much it. Oh, and then the other match, the Inner Circle taunts, what's their fucking name? The Young Bucks parents, but yeah, whatever. The Inner Circle were interviewed backstage, and then MJF and Chris Jericho will talk about what happened to Sammy Guevara. Chris Jericho tells MJF to shut up, this and that. I know what you tried to do, but Sammy Guevara quit the Inner Circle, and so he's dead to us, and this and that. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. And Sammy Guevara versus the Inner Circle. See what happens. Riho, they got like the second match, the second match slot. Riho versus Serena Deeb. Riho, I think, is a draw. Riho versus Serena Deeb, and it was a pretty good match, honestly. People were saying this was match of the night over Santana and Ortiz versus Young Bucks, so what does that tell you? So, Riho versus Serena Deeb, this match went like the full fucking distance, like almost the whole fucking draw limit, and Riho wins, so whatever. You got some matches next week for the tournament. There's a training video of Jade Cargill and Shaquille O'Neal. Orange Cassidy makes his entrance. Orange Cassidy versus Luther. He pretty much squashed Luther. Orange Cassidy wins with the orange punch. There's a recap of what happened last week with Darby Allin versus Joey Janela. Team Taz, they make their entrance. And guys, you're gonna want to pay attention to this shit. I should have probably started off with this, like, second or whatever fuck, but Taz gets on a mic. He's down a couple men because of the weather in Texas and this and that. I guess Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs live in Texas. He's like, all right, so let's go. Let's do this shit. Lights go down. Sting makes his entrance, and Team Taz to beat him up, and Sting got physical. And he got power bombed by Brian Cage. So this was great. This was different than before, and Brian Cage looked fucking absolutely fantastic. He looked great. Eddie Kingston cuts a promo about his family and shit. So that was that. Then they bring it to it. And by the way, Jim Ross, like, there was heat on Jim Ross. He was talking about Rio's weight, and Jim Ross referred to Kenny Omega as the WWE champion. They do a segment where Kenny Omega is reading to the children or whatever, and he leaves almost immediately, and some kid's like, yo, I want to play with you, and he's like, nah, you could play with Michael Nakazawa. Nakazawa was like, all right, fine, and the kids beat him up, so whatever, fuck, like, I don't know. I don't know what the hell was that about, but yeah, it is what it was. Then there was a promo from Brandy Rose. By the way, then there was they did some confetti entrance or whatever, and Cody was at like commentary or some shit, and they're gonna have a baby girl. So congratulations, Cody and Brandy Rose. They're gonna have a girl, and so she was with Cody, and they're gonna have a girl. And what else did you have? Then it was FTR versus Matt Sydal, Mike Sydal. Great showing for the Sydal brothers, but FTR gets the win. Then they're gonna like cut Mike Sydal's hair, and it was good because Mike Sydal took the pin. So they're gonna cut his hair, and then Jurassic Express makes a save. So it was dark and shit. I don't know what the fuck. What was good with that shit? Then Tully Blanchard's going to be in action on March 3rd or some shit. I don't even fucking know. Jon Moxley cuts a promo and calls Eddie Kingston out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight Kenta on February 26th for New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong." So that's that. And then it was pretty much Butcher and the Blade and Eddie Kingston versus Jon Moxley, Lance Archer, Ray Phoenix. This main event was hot. It was great. Ray Phoenix looked great. He had like Pentagon's mask or some shit. I don't even fucking know, guys. Seriously. But yeah, so that was the match. They looked great. Jon Moxley, Lance Archer, and Ray Phoenix, they won. Eddie Kingston unfortunately took the win, but they won. Post-match, Good... Oh, guys, you guys are going to want to hear this shit. Post-match, Good Brothers, they beat up Jon Moxley. Kenny Omega comes out, and they're going to do Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley at Revolution in an explosive... barbed wire explosive match. Holy shit, guys. So I am stoked for AEW Revolution, guys. I cannot wait. That's going to be fire. That is a great way to get people enticed for a rematch, a Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley rematch. So there you go, guys. That was your AEW Dynamite review, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw in this video. Please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn that notification bell on, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Later.